Nia, booey, booey. I know I didn't put the blankie on my lap yet. Well, I didn't. Oh, yeah, I know, and there's Mew. You have to turn that off. If I had an extension that would carry that, and it's got to be a heavier extension, it could be plugged in there, and if it wasn't being run with the vacuum, Tim, you could leave that on with the microwave. Because that's where the vacuum plugs in, isn't it? Oh, okay, well then you could do that, because that breaker would take, maybe not both of them, but it will take one or the other. Okay, so I'm going to have a smoke, and I'm going to tell you all the update, okay? So you don't think I'm running off with a guy who looks like coming out here tonight and putting out Christmas stuff. This is bizarre, but we didn't quite get there. It is so bizarre. That's what I wanted to tell you. Tomorrow night, maybe we will. And I don't know this man well enough to say so. I would like to try to do some songs. The age difference is not big. He's about 56, and I'm pushing 60. I don't think my instructor is going to push. Wow, we do remember the world. And he said, "Oh yes, right. Oh yes." Because it's December. Okay, so I'm going to take this off here and tell you about with her mother. I think she's adapting things. That's why things have changed a little. Because actually the video I watched him, I didn't want to write a response to it. I have been overwhelmed enough with it already. I would like to process it. It was incredible. It is probably one of the best things I have seen out of 3 months. And I probably could write a dissertation why, but it really is the best piece I have seen yet. It's good. I've been lecturing on genetics and how we do what we do, but you know what? Supposed to wash it and make notes. I thought of washing it today. It is a good vacuum because that carpet really does look better than it has in ages. Yeah, so it, you know, if you work it a little more, there's still a little black woolly thing. What? No, little black dot things that are cat fur twisted into it. But, what are you talking about? Well, to begin with, she's all done. Okay, well, they got a little bit of whatever. It really does look better in here. That's a quieter vacuum, too, isn't it? Yeah, I thought that today. I thought, shit, man, he's vacuuming. Oh, look, it's Mew. There's Mew. Hi, Mew. Are you going to come sit with me, Nia? Sit your butt down. Oh, a mutla. A mutla. A mutla. Did you notice he kept his butt down? A mutla. You don't even know that word. Well, you do now. A mutla. A mutla. Oh, I guess I better listen. It actually sounds very much like a command. For your birthday yet, Tim. A mutla. But it would be really nice to pretend that Christmas was... I'm not a big Christmas person, okay? And neither are you. But you know what? We're not even doing Yule. Yeah. Like nobody's doing anything. I told Vicky tonight, I said, you know, we went out. I told her I'm doing my own COVID thing. I feel better tonight. So the last 24 hours, I have been sneezing. My sinuses have ached. I've been croupy. Oh my goodness. And I said, you know, I don't know, you know, it's that, you know, do I have COVID? But, however, Saturday and Sunday I did go with cold air on my face with... Happy birthday. I don't know what kind of shape they're in, but here, hold them for a minute. But here's the thing, what did we do? We went to the mall. You ready? Okay. Okay, there you are. It's the 7th of December, yes, and there is one Christmas tree. Okay. One. Count it. One. Yeah. And she's got enough experience to know this is bizarre too. I said, you know, I'm not a big one for, you know, Christmas shopping or the overblow on it, but this is making me even in a worse shape. I am even sadder. So... What, yeah, see? And look, that looks good there. We'll just leave that thing there. I don't know what we'll put there over there afterwards. I haven't figured it out. Look, it's Nia. So, You've got to vacuum in and around a lot of stuff here because I've got those things are falling down all over the place. And those aren't going to fall down. They're empty boxes.
Yeah.
And right now, Tim, I don't know where to put them other than go downstairs and figure it out. The one I probably don't need, I probably don't need the printer box in another 2 months.
There you.
They could go in the garbage.
Happy birthday. I don't know
other
what
one
kind of
that
shape
thing,
they're
I
in,
would
but here,
have to keep for
hold them
here.
for a minute. I'm going to take your picture.
Okay, because it's good for you. If I've got the
You
box.
ready? Okay.
I'll
Okay, there
deal
you
with
are.
it.
Oh, gosh.
So
Yes, okay.
those are up
Okay,
there, and that's a good place for them
Right
right now, I
Be
guess.
careful how you lay them in there, okay?
But anyway, what would you like to talk about since I'm the one who's babbled lots?
I really enjoying getting back to Hukamim.
Are you really? Really?
I don't know why.
Okay, so tonight, somewhere along the line, before or after you talk to me on Anishinaabe site Teams, you're going to look through Facebook. You will find the group message, you and me and Carol right now. That's who are on it. And there is a link there to Google Drive that will bring down all of the stuff that we worked with. The document, the audio files, and a couple of other things. Stuff that you know, Galloway's. I sent it because I thought, she could use that. I have not sent her the PDF yet. I thought, I'll just yank some out of Galloway. How to say stuff. Because you know what? A dozen PDFs is enough to overwhelm somebody. Okay? So I thought, okay, well, we'll go this far. And then it's there. And the document, Tim. It isn't like you don't. Well, it's not quite the same document, but you know the stuff. Looking over it is enough to
fuck
cope.
are you
Oh, yeah, I
doing?
know how to say this.
What are you doing? What? What?
What have I just said to you? No, I have not.
What are you doing?
Quahals.
Well,
Lewis.
Awa.
okay.
Tuat kwali kwatha.
What the screen?
Quahals. So I'm going knock.
Yeah.
Is what I'm saying. Or knocking. Quahals is actually knocking. Quahals, knocking. Tuat kwali kwatha. Who's there?
Dental screen.
See, you know these documents. If you saw this in print, you'd go, well, I know how to say that. And so if you got to the Google Drive, brought the folder in, it's all there. And you really probably don't need the audio stuff that I babble. Although you could listen to one and see, I actually sound pretty good. I sound nicer than when I'm so-called teaching. And, but then you have the document. So I will turn that on, and what you need to do is probably bring that document in to this unit, the folder as well.
Put it in mine?
Yeah. As well as the laptop.
You'll be on Anishinaabe.
And the reason for that is if you weren't doing, couldn't get screen share, you could get at the document. It's the same document I want to work with next week and maybe the following week.
The only other bright idea I have is we're going to...
I looked at it and thought, I'll do another one. No, I'm not.
And
I'm going to work with the same flippin' document, and I'll add to it. I also have a prayer I wrote.
That's what I'll do.
That is not a prayer.
Friday's going to be
It's an
kind of-
opening protocol. So it says, I told you, didn't I? In English?
No.
Okay, so Talala Whale, to tilt set to Halkamilam call. So today we're going to study Halkamil language. Hakwalatset, I say, what's it what? E hakoletsa, letsa mat, kasta letsa thala. Good that we remember one heart, one mind. Like it really pulled out, like I really disconnected from any even creator thoughts at all. I do have a byline at the end that I used, one of the off of Ochichil Siam, which is E Kwasakoletsis to see with the Sialaquath. Yeah, to see with the Sialaquath. It is good to remember the teachings of the ancestors. So there's about 8 lines there that are really basically like an opening something. I was going to say prayer, blessing. I mean, you know, what do pagans do? Do they talk to their gods? Well, of course they do.
Learn to breathe without it.
But it's still something to start with. And we need to start with something.
Okay, so
And I respect the fact that Carol doesn't want anything with Krishna. I understand that. But that's tricky because most of the standardized Kokamalam prayers have that. They have something. And that equals to ask, that's why I said to her, this is not an amen. It is not, under any circumstances. It's so be it. But in many ways, I'm sure I'll lecture her eventually. This is so mote it be. That is what that means. So mote it be. So when Mary talked about that, it was this idea of so be it. Let it be so. That it be so. Well, what does that sound like to you? So mote it be. So it's really a statement of intent. So Equestas we could work with. And Muktalstaka, she had no problems with that. All my relations, all my ancestors, all that's around us. But I appreciate the fact that she doesn't want to work with that. Otherwise, it's that whole thing with Gesheminado versus Benjamin. And yet, I will say this, because I better, because I'm on tape. I don't know. She just is not. I don't even know who to connect God to Jehovah. And she looked at me kind of funny, and she said, "That's our problem." It's not really. You know, and what the kids are at lunch will watch Frosty and stuff. It is. You know what I thought of doing? I thought of making Christmas Day. We're going to try to get the bikes out. I told her about you, sort of. And Chicheth means kind of heaven-wise, up there, sky-wise, higher than whoever's down here on Sothmuk. So it really is over and above that idea of God in the Christian sense. So it is Kat Penye in the spirit world out there helping us. You see how this doesn't really fit? And yet the translation is what's tricky. It says, you know, oh God. And that isn't what it says. Remember that glossing shit? That is not what it says. Andrew and I have talked about this on Facebook. And you know, he's kind of into, you know, the Bible, but ultimately that prayer does not say God under any sense of how we understand it.
I'm thrilled that we put something up that looks like December, okay?
It says, you know, your greatest leader. It's like that word Debenjaget. I love the word Debenjaget.
Oh, bad.
I love it. What's a Debenjaget? It's a Anishinaabe Moan. So, the gentleman though is he who forgives. I don't know if you can get much more Christian than that. There is no sense of creator forgiving in indigenous teachings. It doesn't exist. That is a thoughtful contact. The Benjaget, on the other hand, is he who owns or made everything. And that thought does exist. because in indigenous societies, when you start to look at Ojibwe, there would be somebody, you know, we get off in this thing in the settler world that, oh, the indigenous just shared everything. No, they did not. People owned shit. They shared lots, but they owned specifically things and stuff and lands and, you know, who was in charge of this area and this territory.
That we put something up that looks like
and so that's where we go into in BC. That's where we go into that whole thing about Siams and hereditary chiefs. Who's in charge? Who owns it officially? You know, it belongs to everybody, but kind of who's the deed signer? Like it doesn't fit fully in sort of Western thoughts as to how we understand it. But anyway, Dibengegad is whoever is in charge and owns everything. And the beauty of the word is it is a genderless word, fully genderless, which is why Isidore has said, well, it could be he or she, God or, and he hasn't said God or goddess.
No.
So your Dibengegad, when I go to school, who is my Dibengegad at School District 33?
Principal.
Not quite. At School District 33, oddly enough, the Dibengegad would have to be all the people together. You follow how that word works? So it's a collective ownership. So if you went to Harrison, who would be your Dibengegad?
All the people.
No, at Harrison
that we
Hotel.
put something up that looks like December, okay?
No, it would be the dude from China.
Yeah.
He's the Dibengegad. Okay. So what happens with, no wonder. So we go to the Anishinaabe Moan page and people look at it and say, oh my goodness! Somebody named Kai O'Shea, who's holding this walking stick, is the Dibengegad. You see how the word has this way of kind of incorporating all sorts of ideas. So like, who owns? Who is Dibengegad here? On 46065 2nd Avenue. Me. I would ultimately be Dibengegad. And yet there's no male or female to that. It's whoever's the owner. I would have officially been Dibengegad with Case Marine Service. Who is Dibengegad? I'm pushing this now. Who is Dibengegad for Nia and Mew and Sadie and her? Oh! See how...
Some of them are mine and some of them are yours.
See how the word is just... Like, it is very
I'm
fluid.
thrilled that we put something up that looks like
Yeah?
December, okay?
Because we are now Dibengegad together. Wow.
Cool,
Isn't that cool?
Sorta.
Okay. So you've had your language lesson again, and I will give you this to drink the last of it because I really don't like to keep it for 3 days in a row, okay? And it's not that bad yet, and I don't know why that thing has fallen down again. Meaning that little bag of this stuff is possibly full of gases, which is why it's falling down. The push thing could use to be vacuumed across the top of it and then shove it to the back because you're really
The
not...
push thing.
For the vacuum. It's full of cat hair on the brush, and then shove it back there and it would stand there, and we'll get those up, and that would... You know, I don't know why you fight me on this, because we wouldn't have any memories if we hadn't done the stuff that I've said. This would be a good idea.
Is he gonna let you do it?
And,
Did he suck your finger?
okay, I'll turn this off and tell you I'm glad that you don't on a non-resuscitation order.
Don't worry, I'm over here. I'll rub your belly. Yeah. So when I rub his tummy, he goes like this. Did he scratch you?
No.
Aw.
That's good. I'm coming up there. I'll sit here and drink another swallow of that and go in. So we
So I
can.
can eat my dinner before we get on Teams.
What time is it?
25 to 9.
Okay, well then we're still doing okay. Yes, this Tinky Bum. Yeah, because I will share screen with you, and you need to go to Facebook where me put the link on, and you can download the document, and you really probably don't need the phonium stuff. You don't need the audio. I'm sure you know Tuquist is Tuquist.
Yes.
And I'm sure you know lots of things like Lichukwa'ea. If you saw it in print, you know what it says. But it would be nice if you had the document, and I re-kicked the document a bit. There were extra pages in it that... Would you stop with the tail? There were extra pages that wouldn't go away, and I said, okay, we'll put in a... I don't know, a head... what do they call it? Headline or whatever it is. Header thing that says workspace. Okay, that'll work. So it's an 11-page document. A lot of it is repeat stuff.
Turn it into the strip.
I just kick the same stuff over. Lichukwa'ea, Selwa'ea, Tawatasqui, and I just kind of do it in. It's got a lot of the stuff that came out of the first 2 or 3 documents of the Elders Lodge, where we just kind of replay the same comments in different ways. One of them is, who is your friend?
Look, it was pretty easy.
Tuatosiaya.
Okay, well, you can put that.
Tuatosiaya. Exactly. And then,
Okay, there, give me that. And then if you turn that
Tuat,
off, I'll sit
See how we just replay those same phrases in different ways? So it's an 11-page document. I included one of the ones that came from the original drop-in group, which has got basically the same stuff, although it does have a protocol example. Kai, tell Shaka with the squee, blah, blah, blah. And I put it, and it's got it, it's just typed nice. This is, here's the protocol example. And the homework is you are to write, which you can do. You can just do it however you do it, just so you can say it. I don't care if it's correct. You don't have to share it. You have to be able to read it. You have to be able to introduce yourself protocol in upriver. That is the homework this week. And I'm hoping Carol's going to follow through. She said to me today, she made 2 more batches of soap. She said, oh my God, I'm so busy. I'm going to be done by 8 or 9. I'm going to look at these then. And I actually think she will.
There you.
I think she will.
Happy birthday. I don't know what shape they're in, but here.
I
Hold
don't
them for a
need
minute
you
and
to
take a picture.
beat your head against this. None of us do. But
You ready?
you need to look at it.
Okay, there you are.
And I've got you some audio files. Just listen to them. Put them on your phone. Play them while you're making soap. I don't care. Just do that. And listen to the phonium. Because it's like, see, Isidore has said that too, and that's here. If you can listen to this stuff, that's why Gema Radio, and I should be in there listening to Gema. I haven't done it for 4 weeks. Gema is incredible. Half the time, I am not sure what they're saying. And then the other half, I suddenly go, what'd they say? Like, I don't know, I'm scrolling Facebook and go, what is that? I think they're talking about hockey. Oh my God, they're talking about, like it just goes bang. And I wish I was spending more time with Pat stuff, with my tapes on Pat, and I'm not, because life is crazy. And, okay, I'm going to turn this off. Have a drink and give that to you and ask you a question. They're not really Christmas. They're winter and Yule. Okay? So,
Look, there's the box. It's waiting. Hey!
Yeah, I know. I'm so glad it's you.
Thank you.
You know, somebody else here would fuck with us. So let's go
Happy
that way.
birthday. I don't know what
Thank
kind of
you.
shape they're in, but here. Hold them for a minute. I'm going to take your picture. And then you can just lay them on the back seat. You ready? Okay. Okay, there you are. Oh, gosh. Yes. Okay. Okay. They're interesting. Be careful how you lay them in there, okay? That wasn't quite what I had in mind, Tim. I can't put a seatbelt on, can I? Okay, there. That's a start. Here. I didn't think there were anything
On deck, the
Tim.
halls with Bowser Holly.
It's really tricky on Tuesdays, Tim.
We're going to unwrap this stuff carefully. Or carefully enough. Okay, so just unwrap the piece of papers there. There may be other things in it. I don't know. Okay, you step over that away. Okay. These are the guys that might go through there in some of the houses. Deck the halls with boughs of holly, blah, blah, blah. And then I'll just, oh, that's how I did that. That was smart. It's the little dinky stuff that I'm not sure what to do with. But all of this stuff we're going to put back in there. Okay, I'm going to go over this way. No, they canceled it because it was bad. It is just pouring and it was cold. So by the time I got in, I am basically, I'm soaked. And I haven't felt right ever since. Brad says to me, "Is everything stink?" Well, I went past him. I said, "Luciano, thank you." Like, okay, well, but that's probably my job. So there you go. Anyway. In fact, maybe we don't need snow on it. Okay. And then we just keep the box. These are all the little guys. Okay. Like those are all the little guys that need to go up that way. Including that. What else have you got in there? Is that them? Okay, so then if you put that stuff in there, I'll set it back over there and I'll put these things up here. Okay, look, move this over. I kind of dumped this on bad, so I'm not going to set these guys up down here, okay? I'll put them up here. All right?
There. Here, you can play with the camera.
Yeah, so if you straighten that lamp
There's the
and
camera.
make sure it's sitting there right, because I don't know if it is. Just no, Tim. Yeah, well, okay, so that's kind of cool that way, right? And I don't know if there's anything. That is a reindeer ear that needs to go back on a reindeer. I didn't leave that on last year.
You're standing on my house.
It's sitting underneath the reindeer, okay?
You're standing on my house, thank you.
Well, learn to breathe without it. Okay, there. Hi, beep beep. Okay, so I would like to try one of these. Are any of these workable? Oh, flip, man. How far does this thing go in? Yeah, so if you straighten that
I
lamp
don't know.
and make sure it's sitting there right, because I don't know if it is. Just
like
I would no, Tim.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to do that tonight. It would be better if we had a whatever. Like this is the thing that I would use for it. No, these are dead. This is not plugged in.
I don't know. Plug it into the strip.
Nope. Okay, so those don't work either. There is a box of Christmas lights somewhere out behind the truck.
Although they may not look after all the shoes, right? So don't worry about that. Okay? All right, there, that was, look, that was pretty easy decorating for Christmas, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, well, we can put that back in that area. Okay, there, give me that. And then if you
Quick look, it's
turn
Christmas.
that
There's a little Christmas up there.
off, I'll sit for a minute and
And apparently at
Okay.
the mall, if we go down to where Santa would sit, there are 5 or 6 trees. One of the EAs said that. I told her about it. I said, you know, somebody in the family and household, and they've got their own oxygen, and you know, so we went. I said 1 tree, and she said, did you get down to wherever? She said, because I went looking too. She took her kid, and she says, no, we even took pictures in front of it. And I said, this is odd, right? With the way, yeah, the stores and everything else. So look, it's a little bit of Christmas. I don't know what we're gonna do, and I don't even know what we're gonna do for you. Yeah, so if you straighten that lamp and make sure it's sitting there right, because I don't know if it is. Just
It's been about 6 years or
Tim.
more that nobody has seen my Christmas tree except me. And it's, one of the trees are still in there. I've just left it. And I plug it in once every year. Which, and I don't sleep with it on, but it's just sort of like my ritual. So it would be nice if there was something else, I don't know what, that this is kind of, because cats would climb a Christmas tree anyway. But you know, like a little plug-in house or something. I wasn't sure if there was one. I thought there was one kicking around somewhere. You know, that lights up, like some little, that we could plug in and say there's something. Because I'm not a big one on Christmas, but Yule is important. This is more Yule, actually. In fact, my Christmas tree is not Christmas. It's Yule. It's a fake tree with, you know, 40-year-old. I like doing flashes on this thing because it just looks like lightning goes off. It's really Yule. You know, it's so tomorrow we're going to try doing some songs, right? Glitzy stuff. Yes. So, anyway, okay. So then that's what we're going to do because it's on. I don't know. I'm just feeling overwhelmed today again. And it didn't help with some of being outside. I wasn't outside fully. They let kids out, and then they had changed it. And Brad's headed outside. A few of the teachers are freaking, we sent them outside! But see, we are on this kooky change of, there's a split when you get to go outside, and everybody's got a zone, and it's COVID stuff. So I'm coming through the other back hall, and he just looked. I said, I'm after him. I'm chasing him. So I am out through the playground, and I wasn't dressed for this by this time. I've got, you know, like this with just my little thing. Like, I'm in from the side, and I'm running around the playground, bellowing and babbling at kids going, no, they canceled, because it was bad. It is just pouring, and it was cold. So by the time I got in, I'm soaked, and I haven't felt right ever since. Brad says to me as I'm leaving, he says, thank you. Well, I went past him, I said, everybody saying, thank you. Like, okay, well, but that's probably my job, so there you go. Anyway.
Did she have on the nightgown that she had on when she disappeared from the hospital?
And I got along well with 2 or 3 of the teachers with the Sienna. It was really cool. A couple of them said, oh my goodness, thank you. And one of the AAs came in to one of the classes, and I looked at her, and she just looked at me funny. I said, keep going under the teacher's desk and grabbing the stuff on top.
Well, but
So like you'll stay in here. Because like I got another 8 classes to deal with, right?
behave
Okay.
yourself.
Yes, that does sound
Okay.
Behave. Okay, don't. Just, you can just pat him then. Don't try to encourage it. It's a whole different ball game. I don't know why he doesn't do it to me. Maybe because I'd like wring his little neck. I don't know. I probably won, but you know.
Well, I'm gonna have to call up the man.
Although I could do things to Samson, Tim, that were just unreal.
And the man's dead tired.
Even when he was
put something up that looks
in
like
a bad way.
December.
Okay. And he you know, he tried to bite me, and actually, if he bit me, I probably wouldn't have gone for shots because he's not going to, right? And grabbed him by the neck and said, "What do you think you're doing?" And he let me take him in. He was stiff as a frickin' board when I ran him in one time. And they just said, "Oh my gosh," and I said, "Careful." And like he just went snaky on everybody. I said, "Here, watch." Toad. So it's maybe that mama stuff. Yeah, they never forget. Oh, you do know. He does, doesn't he? Yes, it's the mama thing. You don't mess with mama. I know. Yeah, I don't know if I can see those things on there. Yeah, there are. There's some little guys up there. Look at that. Aww. Look, and it's a little. It'd be nice if we could have the little guys in front of the little. I'm thrilled that we put something up that looks like December. Okay, I think it's a good thing to play with. Cool, bad, sorta. You notice the cats don't care about the kooky music anymore. They've kind of given up. Like, oh well, so what?
At all costs.
I've got to talk to Jane this week. I would like to get her in on this group with the Halkomelem. And it's easier to call her.
How do you propose to do that?
It really is. And she knows Teams. It isn't like she doesn't. All I have to do is send her the invite and say, there's your invite, now you're on that one. Okay, so, but I've got to, I think it's easier to call her than to do this on Facebook. And I actually really hope this dude shows up. If he has some prayers. I don't know why we
Happy birthday. I don't know what kind of shape they're in, but here. Hold them for a minute, I'm going to take your picture. And then you can just lay them on the back seat.
And
you ready? Okay, there you are. Oh gosh, yes, okay. Okay,
I mean,
be careful when you lay them in there, okay?
Where is Isidore from? Wiki, right? Okay. Well, there's Potawatomi dialect there. And this guy, when we were talking last night, I said no because I'm back from, down Leamington, and you can Google this. And I said, but I'm familiar with Warpole, and we're still working with Three Fires. He said, yeah, that's exactly what it is. Well, that's exactly what it all is. So there are these sort of little distinctions in it, but it's still a collective with bits of changes, like I say tomato and you say tomato. Yeah, basically, yeah. So I think it would be really cool if he could get there. I want to encourage that. I'm going to send him a message tomorrow because now he's just, we've got the message says open. Even if he hadn't became my friend and he accepted the message, he will then get the message, okay? And say, what is your email? Let me invite you in so I can put you into the email list too.
I don't know
You
what
can use the
shape
app
they're
or
in,
like,
but here.
That's
Hold
up
them
to
for a
you.
minute, I'm going to take your picture.
But at least you are in the loop at that
Lay them
point.
on the back seat. You ready?
And I came to
Okay.
the conclusion.
Okay, there you are. Oh,
It's
gosh.
not
Yes, okay.
completely like Gary.
Okay.
You know who he makes me think of? Derek Whiskey Club. Well, you would if you saw him, okay? Because you've met Derek through Eddie and everything. He makes me think of Derek Whiskey Club.
Does everyone have something about that?
Although when he starts to laugh,
Suppose for just a minute.
I swear, all in right here. It's real odd, not the face up here and the shape's different. Right here, it's like looking at Gary. Like, how bizarre is that?
I'm saying that Carol did it.
That's pretty bizarre. Well, it is, because Indigenous don't all look alike. And furthermore, Gary is Coast Salish and this guy's from back east. Like, it is just bizarre. And it's just something about, well, when he leaned back in a chair, so he's into his late 50s too. Like Gary.
We wish you a Merry Christmas.
I think
we
he's
wish
built
you
like
a Merry
Gary, too. Maybe
Christmas.
that's what
We
it is,
wish
like
you
it's
a
in
Merry
the face.
Christmas and a
Okay.
Happy New Year.
We're going to try Christmas
was-
carols tomorrow?
it was kind of cool. It is.
I wanted to
something
do
I
We
wanna-
Three
I'm telling
Kings.
you because I wouldn't want to say it.
But
to
that's
you.
the best one. That and God Rest You Merry Gentlemen.
Trigger things or Patty.
God rest ye merry gentlemen, let nothing you dismay. What?
God rest you, merry gentlemen. Is it God rest you merry gentlemen? Or God rest you merry gentlemen?
Okay. Come on. God rest ye merry gentlemen, let nothing you dismay. Remember Christ our Savior was born on Christmas Day to save us all from Satan's power when we are gone astray. Oh, tidings of comfort and joy, comfort and joy. Oh, tide. Do I sound that bad?
No, but I don't know why you slowed it down, because it doesn't slow down.
Because it does slow down. And so that whole thing is to cue me, what I'm doing with my hand. Oh, tidings of comfort and joy. I have not forgotten choir at this point. Remember the choir director? Oh, like
Happy birthday. I don't know what kind of shape they're in.
Oh,
Right here.
Okay, never
Hold them
mind.
for a minute. I'm going to take your picture. And then you can just lay them on the back seat.
What's the other one that I like? Oh
Okay,
yeah,
there you are. Oh gosh, yes. Okay. Okay.
it's not like the Harold. What's the other one?
In there, okay.
Clip. What's the other one? You should know this. It's the one nobody can sing. Which one is it? No, everybody sings that.
Dusty Fidelis?
No, it came up on a midnight clear as in bed. Oh, that's the other one. Oh, I got it wrong. Okay. Oh, Gloria. I'm too low. Yeah?
No, you're just about right.
Oh. In excelsis Deo. Oh, 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 Gloria. In excelsis Deo. Did I do okay? We'll have fun. Okay. The other one is basically it came upon a midnight clear. And that's another tricky kind of all over the place. I really don't like Silent Night or otherwise. And what I thought we would do for Christmas is I want to watch Harry and Snowman. Yes. And we would watch Charlie Brown's Christmas. And maybe Frosty, and I know this sounds crazy, doesn't it? When I said to this other woman there, she's in her 30s, and I said, you know, I don't know what we're going to do. I don't even know who to connect with it with Zoom. And she looked at me kind of funny, and she said, that's our problem. I said, you know, and the kids are at lunch, we'll watch Frosty and stuff. I said, you know what I thought of doing? What's that? I said, I thought of making Christmas Day. We're going to try to get the bikes out. I told her about you, sort of. I said, he's still riding. If the weather will cooperate, we will go out for an hour or so. We'll go to the park. We'll come home and watch Snoopy's Christmas. And that's Christmas.
I can't believe it's 2020.
Like, I said, I'm not cooking a turkey. Nothing's happening. Not that I ever cook turkey. But we would do something. But there will be nothing open even.
Oh, okay. I'll tell you on tape.
Anyway.
Make sure if you turn around and smile at me. Okay, smile at me. There's a dude who's got a horrible beard. He looks like somebody out of a trailer park. He's white. And he says, I'm going to focus on the cat for this. You have reached the final level of 2020. You are ready for 2021. Oh, dear God! Yeah, you got that meme, didn't you?
Yes.
Yeah. It is just, it's bizarre. And there's some comment about Stephen King in it too, but it is mostly, congratulations. You have, and that's what he looks like he's doing in that voice. For all he's from a trailer park. You have reached the final level of 20. It's December. You have reached the final level of 2020. You'll be on Anishinaabe Moen, which is where
what?
you are now.
Oh, the video game.
Well, that's what we're all playing, okay? You can turn that on. I'm gonna drink this to give this to you, and the only other bright idea I have is we're gonna go for a drive on Friday. And it's your birthday, and we could probably do something with that. I will message Elaine. I will message her. That's what I'll do. Friday's going to be kind of drizzly. What would we do towards Harrison? Would you go to the coffee shop, even?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, I've got to go out that way between now and before the end of next week. So that would be something for us to do then, right?
Yep.
And it's your birthday, and at least Elaine is gonna say happy birthday, and that counts. What the fuck are you doing? What are you doing? What?
Drop the pop bottle.
What? Coffee there. That's fine. What are you doing? I really would like some in.
I'm gonna drop one of your empty water bottles.
Oh, I can't poke that open. Okay. Thank you for doing that. This is. I drink about one of these every 2 days upstairs, and about one of these every 4 days in the van. And I go and I am there in time to light a cigarette, have
Thank
4
you.
puffs, and 5 or 6 swallows of coffee.
Happy birthday.
But I can't do it in the parking lot. I mean,
shape
you know where
they're in, but
park,
here.
right? Yeah.
Hold them for a minute. I'm going to take your picture.
Okay, so you're gonna.
And then you just
You're smiling.
Ready? Okay.
Aw,
Okay, there
okay,
you
so
are.
that's
Oh,
there.
gosh, yes, okay.
What? Smiling? Look at me.
No, with my eyes open.
Smiling. Smile. So you figure that out. I've got to go deal with that and anything else. And if I'm not mistaken, that's a Christmas tree. I don't know. What? Well, it might be. Okay.